Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what I got for you right now. If you like those cards and you're not sure if they're from one country or another country, because it depends on what part of the world the brand it goes for. Well, I can give you a better explanation on that. What I have for you right now, it's a 143 scale 2021 Dacia, however you say it, Logan. Now this little compact, quite modern car, when I said you're not sure if this can be one brand or another, it's because this is a Dacia, but I know in some parts of the world, if I'm not mistaken, they also call them a Renault. So it depends where where you live and what markets the car came by. Depends on all that. But most of it, in most of the countries, it's called Dacia Logan. That's how it's mostly remembered as. Okay. Now this nice looking Dacia is basically the latest generation of the Logan. you know the Logan name model name for that has been out for a few decades already. They started with like a squarish little car, and now they gotten a little bigger and more modern, more technologically inclined. Obviously modern times, more modern cars. Obviously you want to keep up with the competition. Okay, like I was mentioning before, these cars are also known as Renault. It's called Renault Taliant. So it depends on the market again. But assembly lines, they were only assembled in Romania and in Morocco. Okay, so those are the only two locations that they were assembled, and they only came as a four-door sedan, saloon, how they call it. Don't forget, there's also another Dacia called the Sandero. The Sandero is more a hatchback. This is more of a sedan or saloon. All right, engine-wise, let's talk about engines. Engines on this nice-looking car. There is a 1.0 and 1.0. Both of them I'm sorry, I'm just reading because I find it quite rare. They came with a three-cylinder. There's one of them that's also a 1.0 turbo, three-cylinder. So that's quite interesting. They also had a diesel edition, the diesel option. That one's with a four-cylinder, but that one's a 1.5 turbo, four-cylinder. I was quite surprised they came as a three-cylinder, and I know it's still a compact car, but three-cylinder is quite very small for a car this size. I'm thinking, unless there's turbo involved or something like that. Transmissions, you have a five-speed manual, or you have a six. I'm sorry, you have a five or a six-speed manual, and then you have a CVT option. So there's quite a few different choices. Now, this latest edition of the Dacia Logan, it is it was on sale between the model. I'm sorry, it was on sale between 2019 till present time. Now, this is before they refreshed. They refreshed the model in 2022. The front end they changed it a little bit. They made it a bit more modern. The insignia of the Dacia they changed it. So the grill itself is mostly where the changes in the front end is. I'm not sure about the interior itself. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. Just before I forget, this is a diecast model. I'm not sure if I said it before, but I'll say it now. And the brand, it's Norev. Norev makes quite good quality. Sometimes their paint is not the best in some older Norevs, but they have improved a lot lately on that subject on their end. And I'm glad they have. I'm glad. Now one thing I'm looking at this car and I'm thinking what a big jump Dacia made since their humble beginnings when they started making a copy of a Renault 8. I mean, really, Dacia was one of those. I think Dacia and Skoda were the smartest brands from Eastern Europe to jump out of their comfort zone. I mean, the best thing about what happened to both of those brands was that a Western European brand bought them. Volkswagen bought Skoda, Renault bought Dacia. So they it's like they helped them relive and refreshing. Now I heard Dacia is a very popular brand in Europe. They they sell quite cheaper models, but obviously, for the person that cannot afford a I don't know, a Renault, not Renault because that more like a Volkswagen or even a Renault. Maybe that check goes cheaper because it's an economy brand. So they can definitely go to markets in a cheaper price because they are more catering to the people like you and I that we work and we need to, and sometimes money don't fall off the trees, so we have to get around with cars that are not so expensive to maintain or buy. All right, everyone. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. Let me know what you know about the Dacia Logan. Do you remember the old school Dacia Logan, or do you like more this edition, more modern, more up to date? What is, what is the Dacia that you like more? What era Dacia? The early, the mid, like in the 1990s, or the new ones like right now that are more like a Renault sub sub series? All right, everyone. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. I just press play and my mouth just talks without even thinking. That's how many times I say it in each and every video. Sorry, guys, I don't want to sound repetitive, but I like to remind my viewers. All right, everyone, stay safe more than ever, as I always say, and goodbye.